Aksamitas here. I'm going live to share with you some, I think, important thoughts that are bombarding my mind, my heart, recent days. And as you know, I'm doing it from Ukraine, where I live, me, my family, my husband, our three kids here in Kiev, okay? I want to follow my points just to be as accurate and for the sake of your time that I wrote yesterday, okay? And I believe that this revelation will like work good for you, will turn on some light in your mind, in your conscience. And I think basically the most important message in this video is like, don't be afraid, don't give up. Know that as once you uh, are concentrated on God, His Word, His eternal perspective, you will be okay. Everything will work for good for you, okay? So let's start. Let's get started. And I want to start with this one statement that I believe is very crucial right now. And it's not popular to say like this, but I still will mention it for you. The main battle, the main war goes for the attention of the church. No, folks, the main battle, not for even the territories, for power, for the control of economic sector or whatever. The main battle here on earth goes for one and only thing, for the attention of the church. And I wrote here, and I will just translate it for you, okay? From Russian into English. So, if this world will succeed in attracting the church and bringing the church to its frequency into his battle, the church immediately will leave its destination and the ability to translate the reality of God, His saving grace, His holiness, and also the ability to convict people in their sin. Okay, sin. We all hear now the last news, okay? Like negotiations about the ending of war in Ukraine. And now many people, they represent this news as like negotiations about Ukraine without Ukraine and so forth, so on and so forth. Then the changing of resources, making somebody or persuading them to have peace, new pandemic attacks and warning, and you name it, okay? We all hear these news. So, basic, like having this all in mind, I still want to come out and to share something from my heart, which I believe will build you on the inside and will not let your heart be troubled. Remember, Jesus asked his disciples and us, and that was his like command, not just option. He knew that it will be a critical thing whether or not you let your heart be troubled. So don't let your heart be troubled. You deal with the Lord, the author and finisher of your faith, the end and the beginning, Alpha and Omega, the creator of all universe. You don't have any right in any basic foundation for being in trouble, because he promised and he is faithful. And today, as I meditate on it, I see that all those circumstances and tribulations and trials and shakings and everything that is taking place now on earth, its main purpose is to like push us away, to take us away from God's frequency, like to break this connection between you and your God. Like he is still God. He is still on the throne. And he still means what he says. That he will guide you, protect you, provide for you, heal you. He will, and he has already done that. So for us, it is now crucial and critical to really make up our minds and remember the words of Jesus. Don't let your heart be troubled. Let it become your word for every day. No matter what, I push and I put all my efforts just for one thing. I do not let my heart troubled. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. So we've read about the last newses now, and people are really in panic, and they don't want to what they don't know what to expect. And you can like you can't relate to it when you think about people of this world. But again, what is pretty understandable and predictable for the people of this world. I mean, their attitude, their reaction, their fear, and their panic, and everything that they are doing and saying now. But those things are not. You cannot afford them to you, okay? It's not good. It's not allowed for the people of God if we consider ourselves to be the people of God. And basically, this message is about that. The title of this message, in fact, wake up, shake yourself, and decide or determine. Determine who you are. Okay? So, dear brothers and sisters, I am seriously addressing to you, which I believe now is a very crucial and critical message for the church. It has always been like that, but now we are tempted, we are attacked to lose our main status, who we are. And okay, I better read it out now. So, dear brothers and sisters, if we realize our status and position, then no matter what, we will not be a sacrifice of decisions made by somebody. No one can take your faith away from you. No one can take Christ away from you, his kingdom and his eternity. If only you don't exchange or trade it for earthly narratives and struggles. And then, and only then, people of God can easily be manipulated and become a victim of settling scores, interests of oligarchs and global elites. Okay, I hope, guys, that I am clear in my message. This is truly means a lot to me, and I'm here to share with you. So then, wake up, shake yourself, and decide and determine whom do you belong, who you are. Colossians 3:3. Seek you what's above, because you died with Christ. This is a very huge realization and awareness. What do I live for? For what sake I live? My life is Christ. This is the very thing that needs to be happening in the lives of God's people, of His church. Waking up, shaking up, and determining and deciding who we are. Now, have you noticed that some events, I mean, most like the almost every event that is right now unrolling in front of our eyes, okay, it's like it's not what we have been wanting, have been dreaming, have been hoping for, have been, oh my gosh, praying for. Have you noticed that everything is going like an opposite direction? And if you are not paying attention, you can be easily manipulated and just lost in these circumstances. Like, God, we have been praying for this war not to happen. It happened. God, we have been praying for you to give the victory to our country. No way. No victory. And now the main desire of people who still are conscious of what is happening, the main desire, oh my God, please, at least they stop it. Finally, just to stop this bloodshedding, this ferocious war where people just die. So, hallelujah. I still I'm realizing that this is something that we need to come up with. The sooner the better. Okay, just one more thing. One more thing. Okay, there are circumstances that are rolling up and happening in front of our eyes. So, what is our reaction? Will we join with the world again and we will cry that we have been betrayed, or we will come back to the frequency of God and to His holiest of holy, and we'll determine finally who we are, what are we for, and whom do we belong? About what it's all now. Okay. I think this is it for now, but I will go live again with part number 2. And I will be glad to hear from you, your thoughts, your ideas, your experience, your feelings, okay, in your spirit. And this video is definitely for believers, for Christians all over the world. So let's just share, okay? And don't you dare to let your heart trouble. God is faithful. He is with us as long as we on His frequency, as long as we keep our hearts burning with His love, as long as we don't let our faith be taken from us, and also our heart being hardened. Bless you. Bye. Hey, I don't know how to stop this video from going. Somebody help me. Hey. Come on. Котик.
Мама занимается. Что ты? Ну,